I invite our children to come forward for our children's sermon. Come on down, and we're going to talk a little bit about light. All right. It's good to see everybody. How you doing? Good. So does anybody know what big game is tonight? What's it called? Just say it.
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. And the Puppy Bowl. And the Olympics started on Friday, so it's just great convergence. All these sports things are happening all at once. And I love watching the Olympics. I always have, because we get to see the best athletes in the world do what only they can do. And here's something very important. Olympians do not try every sport. They don't say, today I'm going to do some curling, and tomorrow ski jumping, and then maybe the day after that I'll try some ski jumping. It's not what they do. They play to their strengths, and they train those strengths. So let's say that phrase together. Play to your strengths.
Play to your strengths.
Excellent. This is actually a Bible idea. In Romans today, Paul says we have different gifts according to the grace given each of us. And some people are good at serving, some at teaching, some at encouraging, some at leading, some at being generous, some at showing mercy, like being kind when someone is hurting. And God calls us to share our gifts. So let's say it again. It's on the screen if you forget. Play to your strengths, because your gifts are grace. Now, what is something you're good at or something you love doing so much that you forget the time when you're doing it? Hanging with your friends. All right. Oh, like literally hanging. Okay, like pull-ups. Got it. Different kind of hanging than I do with my friends. Okay, great. All right, you could be like an Olympian one day. Go ahead, Hedy. Reading, excellent. Drawing. Acting, okay. Ooh, horseback riding. Of course, you guys like singing too. Soccer, okay. Fencing, okay, all right. Very fun, okay. Now, not everybody said anything. The folks that didn't say anything, do they still have gifts? Yes. And what about like your parents and grandparents and teachers? Do they have gifts?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, maybe just a little bit, right? And they have you, and you all are the greatest gift. That's exactly right. I love it so much. You just never know what's going to happen up here. It's so good. So sometimes, though, we don't notice our own strengths because we're just too close to them. And sometimes other people can see our light before we can, which brings us to Jesus. He said this very important thing today. He said, "You are the light of the world." Not you might be, not you will be someday if you work really hard, but you are. So let's say it again. Play to your strengths, because you are the light of the world. Now, Jesus then says you don't light a lamp and then hide it under a basket. That would be like making a really amazing birthday cake and then stuffing it in a closet. Oh, that makes no sense. What's the point? The cake is made to be eaten. Our light is meant to shine. And church is one of the places where our light gets brighter. How many people do you think it takes to make a service like today happen? 10 or 20? How many do you think? A lot? You want to give it a number maybe? Okay, think about it. Go ahead, sweetie. 12. Oh, that's a good number, like Jesus' disciples. Maybe it takes 12 people. 30, okay, all right. Jakob? 10? 1. Huh, okay. Interesting. 50, okay, that's a good, we've got between 1 and 50. That's quite a range. Well, I did the counting, and you guys, it takes 30 people plus the choir, and when the choristers and the cherubs are here, that's more, so it's more like 40 people for a 10 o'clock service. And that's people who greet and read and pray and sing and set up and teach kids and run around and serve at the altar and care for the building, help neighbors, host coffee hour, and like 100 other things that we have to do for Sundays. And that's why we call worship liturgy. Hold on just one second, all right? That's why we call worship liturgy. Everybody say the word liturgy. Liturgy. Did you guys say it? Let's have you guys say it too. Liturgy, okay. Now, liturgy, of course, means our prayers and hymns and communion, but it also means, this very word means the work of the people. This is something we all do together. So let's say it again. Play to your strengths. Because church is a team sport. So today we're inviting everyone, kids, adults, teenagers, to tell us your strengths and interests. There's a worksheet in your bulletin, and kids, I'm going to give you one that's special just for you. For those of you joining us online, we will have an online version very soon, and so you can look for that. Dr. DeGraff is going to play some music, and I want you to just check the boxes for what you're good at. On the front are skills that you might practice anywhere. And on the back are ministries, things here at church you can be involved in. And so check boxes for what you're good at or something you might like to try. Now this is really important. You're not signing your life away. You're not saying you're going to do everything you put a check mark next to. You're simply saying, here's my light, and here's how I can help it shine. And listen, I know you guys go to school, and sometimes they pass stuff out and give you something to write with, and that's a test or a quiz. That's not what this is. This is a coaching tool to help us match your strengths and what you're good at with the real needs we have in our church and our community so that serving gives life and is not exhausting. We promise you won't be overwhelmed. We'll help you find a good fit. We'll train you, and you can always say, now's not a good time. And at the end of the service, you're going to fill this out in just a minute. At the end of the service, you're going to hand your skills and interest worksheets to me or to one of the ushers as you leave. And here's the deal. We're going to give you time to do this now. I preached a little shorter than usual. We cut some other things because we know if you take this home, is it ever going to come back to the church? No, it's going to be lost forever. And grown-ups, this is important for you to hear. This is not about guilt. This is about grace, remembering that God has already put light in you. Our job is to make sure it's not hidden and place it on the lampstand. So how do we do that? Let's say it one final time together. Play to your strengths, because the world needs your light. So church family, from age 5 to 105, let's do this. Let's play to our strengths. Let's let our light shine. And when we do that together, the whole church, the whole world will get brighter. Amen. Kids, I have